Welcome to Daily Truths with Dave Ahlman.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Daily Truths. I got to ask you a question. Are you the kind of person that oftentimes puts too much on your plate? You find yourself going to this commitment and carrying out this responsibility, and as a result of that, you feel overwhelmed. And you really have nobody to blame but yourself because you've said yes to too many things and had the inability to say no. Does Jesus talk about that? Believe it or not, he does. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 37, this is what Jesus says. Let what you say simply be yes or no. Anything more than that comes from the evil. Now, I know that we were talking about this before, that this is in the Sermon on the Mount and Jesus is talking about oaths and all that. But I think within that confines, we can also say that Jesus is trying to tell us how to regulate and govern our lives. Especially for us as 21st American Christians, we want to do anything and everything for everybody in order that we might show ourselves to God to be someone who is trustworthy, reliable, faithful, committed, and all these different words that we use. And I've got to ask you, when a phone call comes and you're asked to carry out a responsibility or to rend a service or to give money or whatever it is, and every part of you is saying, I've got enough on my plate, I can't do this, I want to say no, but you say yes instead, and then you hang up and you say, why did I say that? And you already have a plethora of things that you're already doing, and you're already overstretched and overcommitted, and there's so much on your plate that you don't have time for emotional, physical, spiritual rest, and you don't have enough time for the ones that mean the most to you. Why? Because you've said yes to too many things. Now, I want to ask you, why is it that we say yes so oftentimes? There's a couple reasons. Number one, we're overly concerned about what people think of us. Well, if I say no to this person, what will he or she think of me? Well, who cares? Right? But we're so afraid of what people think of us, and that can become an idol in our lives. But secondly, we're afraid of what God might think of us. I mean, what if I say no to this opportunity or this service? What will God think of me? You know what God thinks of you? He loves you. He sent his son Jesus to die for you. He cares for you so much that no matter how many times you fail and struggle and disappoint what you think is him, he's not disappointed in you. He loves you and he cares for you, and he wants you to have, here's the key word, balance in your life. You see, when we're so committed and we're doing so many things, we don't have time for ourselves, for time in the Word of God, for time for our families, time for our extended family, time to do things at church that we really, really enjoy. Here's the thing. You got to learn to say no to good things so that you can say yes to great things. So my encouragement to you today is learn how to say no. And the way you do that is finding your identity and security in what God thinks of you, and you're already acceptable to him through faith in Jesus. Let that be enough. Learn to say no so that you can say yes to the things that really are most important in your life. And that is today's Daily Truth. Have a great day in Jesus Christ.
Thank you for tuning in to Daily Truths with Dave Ahlman. If this ministry is blessing you, please consider supporting us by sharing this channel with a friend. You can also like, comment, subscribe, or leave a review. This helps us tremendously. Come back tomorrow for your next Daily Truth.